The joy of a trike comes from the ability to ride long distances with maximum comfort. There are many types of trikes, and they all achieve this goal in some way or another. There are casual style trikes that focus on a more upright seat and relaxed ride, with smaller wheels for easy acceleration and shorter rides. Then there are racing trikes on the entire other side of the spectrum. These are super laid back, low to the ground, aerodynamic, and focused on going as fast as possible. These types of trikes tend to be on the more uncomfortable side, sacrificing comfort for high-speed features. Then in the center of this dynamic trike spectrum, there's something we call touring trikes. These are essentially a middle ground between the comfort and accessibility of a comfort trike and the low-to-the-ground, speed-focused racing trike. And that's what we're going to be talking about today, specifically the 3 different touring trike options in the Catrike lineup. We all know Catrike. They are one of the best trike brands out there, made in the USA, and a great middle price range trike that has grown to be our most popular trike brand that we carry. This is in part because of their wide range of trike models that cover almost every niche there can be for trike riders. And that's where our first touring trike comes in, all the way back in 2007. This was the year that Catrike released their extended rear fork space frame trikes. Lengthening the rear fork allowed for tires larger than 20 inches in the rear. So, trikes like the Expedition and the 700 were born. They wanted to tap into the racing trike market, and that's what this frame innovation allowed them to do. The 700 was outfitted with a fitting 700C wheel for maximum speed, and the Expedition was given a 26-inch rear wheel and more ground clearance, creating their first genuine touring trike. Taking this title ousted the previous fastest trike, the Catrike Speed, the main difference between these two being the 26-inch wheel on the Expedition. You may be wondering why a larger wheel makes these trikes better for long-distance rides. The answer lies in the diameter and how your wheels revolve as you pedal. Your rear wheel is powered by your pedaling, obviously. As you pedal, depending on what gear you're on, determines how many revolutions of your pedals it takes for each revolution of the rear wheel. A larger tire has more mass and more momentum as it turns, thus making it slow down less quickly than a smaller wheel. This allows you to hit higher speeds than you could on a standard 20-inch tire, and makes it easier to keep a consistent speed. This is perfect for a touring-style ride, flat, paved roads with distance traveled in mind. Other than wheel size, some factors that make a good touring trike are a lower reclined seat for aerodynamics and long riding comfort, as well as a high range of gearing for all speeds and riding conditions. That's where the Catrike Expedition comes in. This trike has all the basic features you need in a good touring trike. When I say basic, I mean it though. This is Catrike's most affordable standard size trike. This low price is great for the wallet, but is one of the most bare bones Catrikes out there. The Expedition is a great base touring trike. Its lengthened space frame provides a long wheelbase of 43 inches. This gives you great stability at high speeds. As some of you may know, the space frame is a rigid trike frame, meaning the seat can't be folded or adjusted. The Expedition seat angle is at a well-reclined 37 degrees, which is lower than any of the other touring trikes on this list. If you're looking for a much more laid-back ride on your trike, this is definitely a good option. Much higher set than racing trikes like the 700, but still reclined enough to give a nice relaxing ride, and personally, I like the more laid-back trike myself. Because of the rigid frame, this makes the trike simpler and lighter. Great for maneuvering or transportation, like loading it into a trailer or lifting it onto a bike rack. And because of its non-adjustable seat, it comes stock with the Catrike's headrest to provide more neck support and a little bit of adjustability there. Like all the touring trikes we'll be talking about today, the Expedition has a 10-speed cassette in the rear and 3-speed gearing up front, making it great for the touring experience beyond just its reclined seat and large rear wheel. And a pro of the rigid space frame is the ability to use Catrike's Arcle bags. These are Catrike's integrated side-mounted cargo bags. They only work with the space frame Catrikes by mounting to the side of the seat frame and fitting snugly into the triangle shape of the frame. These are great for long tours, providing easily accessible storage for snacks, tools, and anything else you may need, all without sacrificing aerodynamics. And like I mentioned earlier, this is one of the most affordable Catrikes with a price tag of $2,950. This is the cheapest trike you'll find on this list. The next step up for our touring trikes is the Catrike 559. This was Catrike's next step with their touring trikes. Released in early 2015, this was Catrike's first new trike utilizing the Gen 2 space frame with adjustable seat and the all-new frame folding showcased on the upgraded Catrike Trail just a year before. The 559 was a move forward in touring trike comfort, taking the standard touring look from the Expedition and giving it a Gen 2 makeover. On the 559, we have the basics: a 26-inch rear wheel, 10-speed rear gearing, and 3-speed front gearing, a long wheelbase, and a reclined seat, all perfect for your long-distance rides. But the 559 comes with some extra quality of life features that elevate the touring experience. The first one that we'll talk about is the main feature of Gen 2 space frames, and that's the adjustable seat. On the 559, you're able to move the seat back forward and backwards to change the angle of your seat. Where the Expedition has a set seat angle of 37 degrees, the 559 can be adjusted from 44 to 51 degrees. This is a great setup for people who want the touring experience with a more upright seat and the option to adjust as they please. The 559 is always perfect for people who are looking for a more comfortable long-distance ride. With the Gen 2 space frame also comes Catrike's padded seat cushion. This seat cushion is a fan favorite among our customers, even compared to deluxe seats that other trike brands carry. It really elevates the quality of your ride. And the biggest difference between the 559 and the Expedition that every trike customer seems to be looking for in a trike is the folding capability. The 559 features a hinge at the center of the frame for easy trike folding. Utilizing Catrike's unique folding mechanism, it allows you to fold your trike without removing the seat, and has a kickstand with rolling wheels for even easier storage and transportation. That makes this trike perfect for any rider who likes to take their tours far from home. These touring trikes can be hard to transport because of their long frames and large rear wheels. Each of these touring trikes are around 80 inches long, some of the longest trikes that we carry. So when you're able to fold your trike, it makes transportation to any bike trail or new locations a breeze. When the 559 is folded, its length gets almost cut in half, making it about 46 inches long, much easier to fit in the trunk of your car or the bed of your truck. There's a lot of quality of life features added onto the 559 compared to the Expedition. It's much better for seat comfort and transportation, things that a lot of riders are looking for in a touring trike. But with these upgrades comes a higher price. The 559 is $800 more than the Expedition with a full price of $3,750. When there are this many upgrades to the base frame and an all-new seat pad, the price goes up pretty quickly. Now, the last trike on our list is one you have definitely heard about if you know anything about Catrike at all. This is one of our most popular and best-selling trikes for its combination of features and great road riding capabilities. And that trike is the Catrike Dumont. This is the most decked-out touring trike on this list and out of any Catrike. The Dumont released a year after the 559 in 2016 and looks deceivingly similar. The Dumont is basically a 559 premium version. Catrike saw the upgraded touring that the 559 provided and saw potential for even more, and that's what the Dumont really is. Everything on the Dumont is practically the same as the 559. You have basically the same Gen 2 space frame with folding and an adjustable seat, same wheel setup, same gearing, the same seat pad, it's all there on the Dumont. But where it differs in a major way is near the back of the trike. If we look at the 559 and the Dumont side by side, we can see that the rear fork is slightly different and there seems to be something behind the seat. If we take a closer look, we can see that this is actually a rear air shock for rear trike suspension mounted on the rear fork. And up near the front, we can find two small suspension elastomers on each wheel. That's right, the Dumont is a full suspension touring trike with all the perks that the 559 brings to the table. Suspension can be a big deal for a lot of riders. It provides a lot more comfort to your ride while also making a tour a lot smoother. Most tours take place on paved flat roads, which usually doesn't need much suspension. Its necessity starts to come in when the paved roads you are riding on are a bit rougher and unkept. Like take my ride last year, for example. I took a Dumont on an old country road around a mountain. The road had lots of potholes, and near the end, the asphalt was totally stripped and really bumpy. If I was on any other touring trike, those aspects of my ride would have been really bad, honestly. But with the suspension on the Dumont, it alleviates a lot of the road vibrations and bigger bumps along the way. This does a lot for comfort and can be a necessity for people who need a gentler ride because of back or neck pain. With more added features comes a bigger price on this model though. The price of the Dumont is $1,500 more than the 559. making it a total cost of $4,950. Now that we've laid out these touring trikes, let's do a review over each one and why you may want one over the other. First off, the Expedition. The Expedition is a great, simple touring trike with a low price tag. It has a rigid, non-adjustable frame that provides the most reclined seating position out of the three, with an adjustable headrest coming stock. The simple nature of this trike makes it easy to work with and customize, as well as having a lighter weight, so moving it around or storing it is made easy. On the 559, you have a lot more comfort with an adjustable seat back and the more padded seat cushion. The seat is about an inch higher off the ground than the Expedition, so it's easier to get into, and with the folding hinge, you can store your trike much easier and transport it in the car or the back of the truck with much less of a hassle. And lastly, the Dumont is a lot like the 559, but comes with full suspension. This makes the comfortable ride of the 559 even smoother with less jostling about. If the roads or trails around you are bumpy or there's a lot of potholes, the suspension on this trike will make all the difference on a comfortable ride. Besides suspension though, and the shape of the rear fork, the Dumont has the same dimensions as the 559 and is only 5 pounds heavier due to the added hardware. There is a lot of variation in the world of touring recumbent trikes, and there's plenty of options. Even in one brand of trike, there's 3 different options to choose from. So finding the right one can be difficult. If you are still torn on what model is right for you, fear not. We do free trike test rides in person at our shop in Springville, Utah. So if you live in the area or want to make the drive, we always recommend coming in person and making an appointment with one of our sales reps. And that's everything you need to know about these touring Catrikes. Hopefully this video could help you learn more about what you're looking for in a touring trike and maybe brought you closer to a decision on which might be the best for you. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you want to stay up to date with all of our video releases, make sure to hit the bell down below. If you have your own touring trike, leave a comment down below and let us know where your favorite ride has been. And if you don't have a touring trike, let us know where you want to ride the most. With that, remember to relax, spin fast, and ride trikes. I'll see you guys next time.
Just stand still.
Yeah, you probably would.
Is that good?
Why you fiddle with those? You're already doing it wrong.
Am I?
Yep.
But I had to do it there.
Yeah, but what do you have to do first?
Hold it. See. Woo! Okay, we're done. That's a wrap.